Chosen one, listen closely. This moment is not random. You didn't click this video by curiosity, luck, or accident. Your spirit was pulled here urgently, forcefully, intentionally. Something in the unseen shifted around you, and heaven needed your attention right now. There is a message that your shield can no longer avoid. God said, "I am stepping in. Enough is enough." You did something, maybe knowingly, maybe unknowingly, that stirred the spiritual atmosphere. It opened a door, triggered a chain reaction, or invited an attack you weren't prepared for. This is why you've been feeling emotional heaviness, anxiety, restlessness, or unusual pressure. This is why your sleep has been disrupted, why your thoughts feel scattered, why your heart feels unsettled. Your spirit has been sensing that something is coming and that something is divine intervention. God is not stepping lightly into your situation. He is stepping in with authority, correction, protection, and power. You reached a breaking point you may not even recognize yet. You tolerated too much pain, too much disrespect, too many spiritual attacks. You let the wrong people get too close. You made a decision that set something in motion, and heaven has declared, "No more. I will not let my chosen one fall." This message is not for the casual. It is not for those who treat spiritual things like entertainment. It is for the one whose heart has been breaking quietly, the one who has been carrying guilt, confusion, or regret, the one who feels like something in their life went wrong and they can't fix it. God is stepping in because He refuses to let you destroy yourself, lose yourself, or be taken by forces that were never meant to touch you. You are chosen, and heaven is moving because of you. Before we go any deeper into this revelation, pause this video and do 3 things. Hit the like button because it signals spiritual agreement. Subscribe as we rise to 97,000 chosen ones standing together, and comment the number. 99, the number of divine correction, completion, and reversal. This isn't just a comment. It's a spiritual declaration that you are ready to receive what God is about to reveal. Understand this. Only true chosen ones will make it to the end of this message. Not everyone will be able to handle the truth, the conviction, or the spiritual weight that comes next. Many will click away. Many will feel uncomfortable. Many will feel exposed. But if you stay, if you hear every word, it means your spirit is ready, aligned, and prepared for the intervention heaven has already released on your behalf. For the ones who continue, your life is about to shift. Your path is about to be corrected, and your story is about to be rewritten by the hand of God. Now, let's go deeper. Have you ever reached a point where you feel like you've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, fighting battles that seem endless, and feeling the pressure slowly suffocating you? If you've been there, you're not alone. In fact, right now, God is stepping into your life with a powerful message. Enough is enough. He sees the struggles you've faced, the burdens you've carried, and the weariness in your spirit. And He's saying, it's time for change. It's time for divine intervention. You don't have to carry this anymore. God is here, and He's about to make a move that will shift everything. This intervention isn't just a momentary relief. It's a turning point. God isn't just watching from a distance. He's stepping into your situation with full force, bringing with Him the strength, wisdom, and power you need to break free from what's been holding you down. If you've been stuck in a cycle of confusion, mistakes, and setbacks, know that God is not leaving you in that place. He is stepping in to rewrite your story, to restore your path, and to lift you out of the dark. When God says enough is enough, it's not just a declaration of the end of your suffering. It's the beginning of a fresh start, a new chapter where He takes over the battles you couldn't fight on your own. Your breakthrough is here, and it's time to let go of the weight that's been suffocating you for far too long. There's a point in every journey where the weight of life becomes unbearable. You've tried to push through, to keep going, to fight with all the strength you have left. But deep down, you know you can't do it alone anymore. You need help. And the beautiful truth is God knows this. He sees your exhaustion, your loneliness, and the moments when you've quietly cried out for relief. God is aware of the battles you fought in silence, the ones no one else could see, the ones that left you feeling drained and defeated. But here's where the power of God's love and intervention shines through. You don't have to struggle alone. Not anymore. His divine help is on the way. And it's not just a small assistance. It's a full transformational intervention that will shift everything in your life. He's stepping in to carry the weight that you could never bear, to fight the battles you've been facing alone, and to stand with you in a way that will leave you in awe of his power and presence. Think about it. How many times have you tried to make it through on your own, only to find yourself stuck, overwhelmed, or confused? God is telling you now, you don't have to keep doing this on your own. His help is on the way, and it's exactly what you need at this moment in your life. When life weighs you down, it doesn't just affect you physically. It reaches deep into your soul. The constant pressure, the never-ending demands, the emotional and spiritual exhaustion, it all begins to create a misalignment between you and your true purpose. You might feel lost, disconnected, and like you're walking through life without clarity or direction. But God sees this. He knows how the burdens you carry have started to pull you away from the life you were meant to live. What happens when you're spiritually misaligned? It's like trying to walk a straight path with your eyes closed. You stumble, you make mistakes, and you find yourself in places you never intended to be. Your spirit grows tired and confusion sets in. But God is stepping in to realign your soul with his perfect plan. He is going to restore the clarity you've lost and reawaken your sense of purpose. This spiritual misalignment, it's about to be healed. God knows that when you're misaligned, it's hard to see the bigger picture. It's hard to trust that everything will work out. But through his intervention, he will realign your spirit and bring you back on track with the vision he's always had for your life. No more confusion, no more spiritual disconnect. Your path is about to be restored. Have you noticed that the harder you fight to stay still, the stronger the attacks seem to get? It's as if the moment you feel the weight of exhaustion, the moment you feel like you can't keep going, the negative forces seem to double down. It's a strategy that the enemy uses. He targets you when you're vulnerable, when you're tired, and when you feel like giving up. But what if I told you that God sees this and he's ready to intervene before those attacks can do any more damage? In times of exhaustion and inactivity, you might feel like the walls are closing in. You might be spiritually drained, unable to fight back. But in those very moments, God is watching and he's preparing to step in. The enemy may be trying to exploit your fatigue, but God is about to shut down the attacks and shield you from any further harm. The exhaustion you feel doesn't have to be the end of your journey. It's simply the beginning of God's strength entering into the equation. When you can't fight, God will fight for you. When you're weary and worn, he will step in with his power and protection. You might feel overwhelmed right now, but God is stepping into your situation to shield you from the attacks that would have otherwise crushed you. Sometimes it feels like the world is against you. No matter where you turn, you can feel the negativity, whether it's toxic people, harmful situations, or unseen forces working to pull you down. But what you may not realize is that God is already at work, blocking those attacks before they can even touch you. The negative energies trying to invade your space, they're not going to succeed. In this season of divine intervention, God is protecting you in ways you can't always see. He's standing as a shield around your life, blocking the arrows that would have pierced your heart, stopping the lies that would have twisted your mind, and closing doors to harmful influences. You might feel like the battle is too much, but God is on the front lines, and he's actively protecting you. Let this truth settle in. God's protection is more powerful than any attack, more lasting than any negative force. You are not defenseless. You are not alone. With every negative force that comes against you, God is stepping in to defend you and create a barrier between you and the harm that tries to reach you. There's something powerful about knowing that before the weight of your struggles completely overwhelms you, God is intervening. He's stepping in right now, not just to alleviate your pain, but to preserve your purpose. You might not even realize it, but every challenge you face, every burden you carry, has been threatening to derail you from the divine purpose God has for your life. Think about it. Without God's intervention, it's easy to lose sight of why you're here. It's easy to let your purpose get clouded by confusion, exhaustion, and frustration. But God sees the potential in you, and he knows that you were meant for more. Before you're crushed under the weight of the struggle, he's stepping in to realign you with your true calling. God doesn't just intervene to save you from hardship. He intervenes because he sees the greatness within you. He's protecting your future, your destiny, and the very essence of who you are. The weight that has threatened to crush your purpose is no match for the power of God stepping in. Life has a way of pushing us to our limits, doesn't it? You've made choices, perhaps mistakes, out of desperation or pressure. Choices you wish you could undo, but you can't. You're not alone in this. God knows that sometimes we act out of exhaustion or fear, not out of rebellion or malice. He understands the heart behind your actions. And the beauty of it is, He's not here to punish you. He's here to heal you. You might feel guilty thinking that your mistakes are too big or too unforgivable for God to overlook, but God isn't condemning you. Instead, He sees your heart, and He knows you were doing the best you could with the weight you were carrying. And now, He's stepping in to help you heal from the consequences of those mistakes. His intervention isn't about judgment, it's about restoration. Remember, God's love is greater than any mistake you've made. He's not holding your past against you. Instead, He's lifting you from where you are, showing you a better way, and leading you back to a place of peace. His grace is more powerful than your errors. And His intervention is about bringing you back to the place where you can stand tall, restored, and whole. There are moments in life when the struggle becomes too much to bear, and you realize this is the time. This is the moment when divine intervention isn't just an option, it's necessary. That moment has arrived for you. God is stepping into your life at just the right time. You've reached the tipping point, the breaking point where everything seems like too much. But God is not going to leave you there. This isn't just a random act of mercy, it's a divine rescue mission. God knows exactly when you need Him the most, and He's stepping in with a plan to deliver you. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. His timing is perfect. This moment right now is when you experience His divine rescue, when you will feel His hand reach down and pull you out of the pit you found yourself in. Sometimes it feels like you've been struggling forever, but God's rescue isn't late. It's right on time. Whatever you've been through, however long you've been carrying this weight, God's rescue is arriving at the perfect moment. He's about to set you free from what's been holding you down. When God steps into your life, He doesn't just come in one dimension. He comes with a full arsenal of divine power, and He will use all three of His powers to bring you into a place of restoration. First, He will protect you. He will shield you from harm, block the attacks of the enemy, and set up walls of defense around your life. You will no longer have to worry about the dangers that once seemed inevitable. Second, He will guide you. God is not only protecting you, but He's also directing your steps when you've been lost or uncertain. He will provide clarity and open doors that you couldn't open on your own. His guidance will bring you into alignment with His purpose for you, and you'll begin to see the path clearly. Again, lastly, He will correct you, not out of punishment, but out of love. Correction is God's way of steering you back on track, of showing you a better way to live and walk in His truth. This is not about judgment. This is about loving you enough to show you the better road ahead. God's correction is always a pathway to healing and growth. When God intervenes in your life, He's not just protecting you from the enemy, He's also guiding you to the future He has for you and correcting anything that has been misaligned. His intervention is a complete restoration of your life in every aspect. The enemy is relentless, isn't he? He knows how to attack your mind, spirit, and emotions at your weakest points. But God knows that without His intervention, these attacks would only get stronger. Right now, God is stepping in to protect you because without Him, the forces working against you would overwhelm you. You might not even realize the full scope of what you've been fighting against. There are unseen forces, negative thoughts, spiritual opposition, lies, and doubts that have been targeting your life. But God is putting a stop to it right now. He's stepping in to protect you, and the attacks that once seemed endless are about to lose their power over you. This isn't just a temporary relief, it's a permanent shift in the battle. With God's intervention, the spiritual attacks that have been wearing you down will start to lose their grip on you. You will find peace again, clarity again, and the strength to move forward. God's intervention is the game-changer you've been waiting for. You've been through so much. The pain, the setbacks, the disappointments, they've been building up. And it's easy to think that relief will never come. But hear this, you have faced enough. God sees every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you've questioned if it was worth it. and he's stepping in to say enough. The time for your suffering is over. Divine relief is here. God is going to release the weight that's been crushing you and bring you into a season of peace and restoration. The battles you've fought, the pain you've endured, they've brought you to this point. And now God is going to lift you, guide you, and renew you. This is your moment of divine relief. God is not just going to give you a temporary break. He's about to restore everything the enemy has stolen, heal what's been broken, and renew your hope. You will see a shift in your circumstances, and the heaviness you have been carrying will be lifted. God doesn't just work in the unseen realm. His intervention is real, tangible, and it shows up in your life. You will start to see signs of his intervention in nature and in the smallest moments of your day. A sudden shift in the weather, a random encounter with someone who brings encouragement, or even a change in your environment. All of these are signs that God is at work. God speaks to us in many ways, and one of the most powerful ways he communicates his intervention is through glitches in nature, things that seem too coincidental to ignore. You may notice a sudden shift in your plans, a change in the direction you were headed, or an unexpected opportunity. These aren't accidents. These are divine redirections. God is guiding you, protecting you, and showing you that his hand is moving on your behalf. Pay attention to the small miracles around you. They are evidence of God working in your life, confirming that he is actively intervening and preparing you for the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Life has a way of throwing curveballs. Plans get interrupted, things change unexpectedly, and it feels like everything you've worked towards suddenly falls apart. But what if I told you those accidents are actually divine redirections? God is moving pieces around to bring you to a place of breakthrough. Even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment, every time your plans get disrupted, God is leading you to something better. Maybe you didn't get the promotion you hoped for, or a relationship ended unexpectedly, but these shifts are God's way of guiding you into a place where he can bless you in ways you never imagined. God's plans are greater than our own. So when things change unexpectedly, don't panic. Trust that it's part of God's divine redirection. The detours, the closed doors, the last-minute changes, they're leading you to a better place. You've tried to carry it all, the responsibilities, the burdens, the emotional weight. You've been doing your best, but sometimes it feels like it's too much. God knows this, and he's here to help. His constant help will come into your life to lift the burden you've been carrying. You will no longer have to struggle alone. His help is not temporary. It is everlasting. Every step you take from now on will be guided by his strength. You won't have to fight alone, and you won't have to carry the weight by yourself anymore. God is walking beside you every step of the way, helping you carry what you can't, and guiding you to the breakthrough you've been waiting for. As God steps into your life, everything changes. The battle is no longer yours, it's his. The struggles you've faced, the pain you've endured, all of it has led to this moment when God takes over. The weight that has crushed you will be lifted, and a new chapter will begin, a chapter where you no longer fight in your own strength, but in the strength of the Almighty God. This is the start of something new. God is fighting for you, and when God fights, victory is assured. It's time to step into the next phase of your life, where his power and protection carry you forward, and the battles you once fought alone are now fought in his name. Prepare for your new chapter. It's about to be amazing. There's a stirring in the spiritual atmosphere. God is speaking to your heart right now with a powerful command. Prepare yourself. My intervention has already begun. Even before you can see the full manifestation of his power, God is at work setting the stage for your transformation. You may feel like you're still waiting for a breakthrough, but know this: the moment you've been praying for has already started unfolding. The preparation is key. God is inviting you to align your heart and mind with the reality that his intervention is already in motion. He's moving behind the scenes, shifting situations, changing hearts, and preparing the ground for your breakthrough. This isn't a time to remain passive. It's a time to actively engage in faith. Trust that his hand is at work and open yourself to the changes he's bringing. What does preparing yourself look like? It means letting go of doubt, fear, and hesitation. It means trusting that God's timing is perfect and his plan is greater than anything you could have imagined. It means positioning yourself in a place of expectancy, knowing that the moment of breakthrough is not far off. God has already started the process of your divine intervention, and it's time for you to step into that flow. The reality is this: God's intervention is not a distant hope, it's already here. His power is moving through your life right now, making way for something greater. Get ready, because the change you've been waiting for has already begun. Can you feel it? The winds of change are blowing and a sudden shift is about to take place. You've been waiting for something to break, for something to change, and God is saying that the time is now. This is not a slow, gradual change. This is a swift divine intervention that will completely alter the course of your life. Nothing will be the same after this shift. What does that mean for you? It means that the struggle you've been enduring, the battles you've been fighting, the confusion you've been living in, all of that is about to come to an end. God is about to step in, and when He does, everything will change. The obstacles that seemed insurmountable will suddenly seem small. The doors that were closed will swing wide open. The direction you've been heading will be redirected towards something far greater. This shift is not just a physical change, it's a spiritual transformation. You will feel the weight of your burdens lift. Your spirit will align with divine purpose, and clarity will flood your mind. The shift will also be evident in your circumstances. Relationships, finances, opportunities, and favor will begin to line up in your favor. Everything is about to align perfectly. As this shift happens, trust that it's God's hand moving you into a new season. The old has passed away, and a brand new chapter is opening for you. Prepare for a season of favor, grace, and divine breakthrough, because nothing will ever be the same after this shift. If you've been under attack, you know how relentless it can feel. The pressure mounts, the attacks increase, and it seems like the enemy is everywhere. But God is about to do something incredible in your life. He is surrounding you with His power, and the attacks against you will break. Imagine a mighty fortress surrounding you, protecting you from every arrow, every lie, every attack the enemy throws your way. God is that fortress. His power is about to manifest in your life in such a way that the attacks against you won't be able to touch you. What the enemy meant for harm, God will turn into your protection. These attacks may have been designed to weaken you, to discourage you, to make you question your faith, but God's power will stand in direct opposition to every attack. He is not just defending you, He's actively dismantling every weapon the enemy has raised against you. You are covered, you are shielded, you are protected as you step into this season of divine protection. Know this: the forces that have been working against you will break. God's power is greater than anything that has come against you. Rest in His protection, knowing that victory is on the way. Have you ever wondered why certain things remain hidden from your understanding? Why does it feel like the truth is just out of reach, shrouded in mystery? God is about to expose what has been hidden, the things you've been in the dark about, the situations you've been blind to. God is bringing His divine light to shine upon them. Whether it's hidden truths about relationships, hidden agendas in your workplace, or areas of your life where you've been in the dark spiritually, God is about to reveal it all. This is a time of clarity, where the fog of confusion will lift and truth will shine. You will no longer be in the dark, stumbling around in uncertainty. God's light will expose the hidden things, and you will see things as they truly are. This revelation is not to hurt you. It is to set you free. God doesn't expose the hidden things to harm you, but to empower you. When you see things clearly, when you know the truth, you can make decisions with wisdom and confidence. You will no longer be deceived. Embrace the divine light that is about to flood your life. God is opening your eyes to the truth, and you will walk forward with a new understanding. No more confusion, no more uncertainty. The truth will set you free. We've all had those moments where we've wondered if we're surrounded by the right people, other people in your life, pushing you toward your purpose or pulling you away. God sees your heart, and He knows the relationships that are weighing you down. He is about to remove the wrong people and replace them with divine helpers. You've been carrying the burden of relationships that drain you, people who take more than they give, or individuals who hold you back from your destiny. But God is stepping in to remove those obstacles from your life. He's going to close doors that have been opened to the wrong people and open new doors to relationships that will build you up, that will support your purpose and push you toward your dreams. This is not a time to mourn the loss of people who didn't belong in your life. Trust that God knows exactly who you need. He is bringing people into your circle who will love you, encourage you, and help you fulfill your divine destiny. These divine helpers will provide the wisdom, the encouragement, and the resources you need for the next phase of your journey. God's timing is perfect. When He removes someone, He always replaces them with someone better. Expect new life-giving relationships to come your way. You are entering a season of divine connections. It may feel like everything has been working against you. Your efforts seem fruitless, your plans get derailed, and it feels like you're stuck in an unending cycle of setbacks. But God is about to turn it all around. You've entered into a season where God is reversing the things that have been working against you. What does this reversal look like? It means that what was once an obstacle is going to become an opportunity. What was meant to tear you down is going to elevate you. God's divine power is about to shift the circumstances that have been causing you so much struggle. You won't have to fight on your own anymore. The very things that held you back will now serve as stepping stones toward your victory. This turnaround is dramatic. You will see things change in an instant. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was delay, there will be acceleration. What once seemed impossible will suddenly become possible. God is reversing the curse and blessing you instead. Get ready for the dramatic turnarounds that are about to take place. Everything that has been working against you is about to be reversed in your favor. It's your time to see God's hand move mightily in your life. You've been waiting, you've been patient, and you've been faithful. But now God is about to move you into a season of divine acceleration. What took others years to accomplish, you will accomplish in months. What seemed impossible to achieve, you will see come to fruition faster than you ever thought possible. This divine acceleration is not just about speed, it's about God propelling you forward. When He accelerates your life, everything begins to fall into place. Opportunities come at the right time. Connections are made effortlessly. What once seemed like a slow and frustrating process will suddenly feel like a breeze. You may not be able to fully comprehend the speed of this acceleration, but know this: God is pushing you forward because He has a purpose to fulfill through you. This is the time to get ready. Expect breakthroughs, promotions, and blessings to come quickly. Divine acceleration means that what you've been waiting for is now rushing toward you. Get ready for God to move you into your purpose, faster than you ever imagined. Have you ever felt like your mind is clouded, like you're walking in a spiritual fog? You know there's clarity somewhere, but you just can't seem to see it. God is commanding that the fog lift right now. The confusion, the uncertainty, the inability to make decisions, all of it is about to disappear in an instant. The fog over your mind has been a tactic of the enemy to keep you in a state of confusion and indecision. But God is about to bring clarity with His divine authority. The fog that has clouded your thinking will be lifted, and you will experience clarity like never before. Your thoughts will align with His truth, and your decisions will be led by divine wisdom. This is a pivotal moment. God is bringing clarity to every area of your life, your purpose, your relationships, your career, and your spiritual walk. You will no longer feel lost or uncertain. Your mind is being renewed, and you will see everything clearly. Embrace the clarity that is coming. The fog is lifting, and you are stepping into a new season of clear vision and spiritual focus. You've been under attack, facing opposition from all sides, and it feels like the enemy has the upper hand. But God is about to turn the tables. The battlefield is about to be rearranged, and your enemies won't know what hit them. What they intended for harm will be used against them, and they will be left in confusion, scrambling to understand how things changed so suddenly. When God moves, He doesn't just protect you from harm, He confuses the enemy, leaving them disoriented and powerless. Those who have plotted against you, those who have spoken against your purpose, will be left in a state of confusion. Their schemes will backfire, their plans will fall apart, and they won't be able to figure out what went.